The first step when you want to read in data from a GDX file is to declare all the sets and parameters that are relevant for your data. Then it's just basically 3 lines of code: opening the GDX file, loading and closing the GDX file. And once you have done that, you can use all the parameters and set elements in your model just as you need them. Okay, so let's assume there's a GDX file and we want to read it out. As an example GDX file, we can just use maybe feed data GDX. I used it already in other videos. Let's make it like this. Okay, there are some sets and some parameters in that GDX file. And if we want to read any of them out, we have to declare them first in GAMS. So let's take, for example, these 3 sets. And for the parameters, we can take constants and ambient air temperature. To read out the set elements and their values, first, of course, we need to open the GDX file. So that will be GDX in. And then we just need the directory where the GDX file is stored. In my case, it's this one. And the GDX file has this name. And then we need to declare which sets and parameters we want to read out. And in this case, it will be list 1, season, time, constants, and ambient air temperature. The only thing we need to do now is to close the GDX file, just repeating the command $GDX in. And that's basically it. We can execute and have a look at the listing file. The listing file mentions now the sets that have been read in and the parameters that have been read in. Okay. Now, as a proof that we can actually work with that, I just introduced 2 more parameters, x and y, which shall have as many elements as the set list one and also the same elements. And then we can define them, for example, for whatever, what set element is there in constants, altitude. Yeah, why not altitude? Times 3, for example, and y list 1. Basically whatever, watt to the power of 2. And let's see whether that works. I generate a GDX file. I can choose any name that I want here. All parameters. And then execute GAMS. Normal completion. Let's check out the new GDX file. Results, and sorry, that was an older one. All parameters is the name I gave it, and then we have x and y here. X, that should be 3 times altitude, which is here. I think that fits basically, and y is all elements of the parameter constants, but to the power of 2.